Oh, this is an interesting one.
I agree.
What do you think about running Facebook Meta ads to promote your tracks from Saplemetra?
Do it. Everybody does it.
Okay. And what's the strategy behind it?
Make sure you reach more people. Yeah, the strategy. I mean, I actually don't know, man. I don't do it.
Like you just
I
want to get
I'm
people
never on
to.
Facebook. What am I
The thing
talking
is,
about? I know the label does it and it works.
the thing is, if you hear a song more times, it's not like you're gonna like the song per se more. But I do feel like if you then hear it again somewhere, you're like, oh yeah, I know this one.
I was
And
scrolling
then
TikTok the other day, and Charlotte de Witte came by, and I was thinking like, okay, cool track. And then I saw RECL, which means is the first four letters of reclame, which means advertorial in Dutch. And then I thought to myself, wow, she's also doing it. Everybody's doing it, and it
You know why?
works because she got me.
You know why it's useful? I used to not necessarily hate it, but I used to not recommend it for artists. But I kind of switched my opinion because times changed, algorithms changed. And why it might be useful right now is exactly what Ralph said: is you're literally buying reach. And years ago, it was easier to get organic reach on socials. So if you posted content, your content would be shared with an audience, so you would get organic free reach, and your music got to the ears of people for free. But now these days, algorithms became a lot more harder. Your organic reach is cut to the minimum, so people are literally not hearing your music anymore. So if you are struggling to reach new people, you kind of no, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You can still perform with organic posts, but it
it's
just became
funny.
a lot harder.
We used to do it on TikTok also because we didn't get any traction. Although that's actually the example you were telling about. It's kind of pumping up your profile. It doesn't get you per se the followers you want that will retain, and so then you don't need to. You need to, in the end, reach organic growth. So make sure your content is also cool. It's just a tool to get your content heard by people who never heard it or don't hear it regularly.
To reach new
But
people.
yeah, but I have to admit, we don't do any ads right now apart from shows,
and shows like
which
locally.
are location driven. Yeah,
Yeah, so if you play in New York, you do like a target ad for New
definitely.
York.
Yeah, we got so many people when we played a show. Then they were like, "Oh, we didn't even knew you were playing," and then we were like, "Okay, we need some push over there."
But I want to go back to what Jay said as well, because that's connected to each other. It goes back to marketing, and it goes back to the repetition of seeing things. Because I'm not 100% sure if this is true, but a friend of mine told it, who is in the ads world, and he told me that reclame in Dutch is from reclame, from like the old, I don't know, Egyptian language or whatever, and that
Sounds
meant
more like French, dude.
réclamer,
Yeah,
and that meant repetition. As in, if you think about billboards for McDonald's, for example, if you drive from here to Amsterdam, there's like 6 McDonald's on the road, and you might not be hungry at the first one, you might not be hungry at the second one, but around the third or fourth one, you might be thinking like, might be
I
nice to
need
get a
some
burger.
food.
And then at the sixth one, you actually buy it. And that's kind of the same with music, I think, is the more you hear it on the radio, for example, the more you hear the song, the more you start to like it in general.
Yeah, or get used to it and like, oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can sing this along, even though you don't really have to like it that much.
Yeah, because people like what they recognize. And if you hear the same radio station playing the same songs all day long, then it's most likely that you will start liking that song by the end of
And
the
it's
week.
funny because I think with you have to do ads now because like back in the day, people would choose themselves what they would like. So I'm gonna follow that DJ because I like that DJ. But now, ironically, the algorithm analyzes what they actually like,
Yeah.
or what makes them addicted, stuff they really like to see, because they measure how many seconds you watch a video. Also, with the ads, they see how many seconds you're watching it, how fast you click
What do you
through.
see
or
when
not.
you tick on your
Discover.
glass on Instagram?
Only watches and fast cars.
You're asking
There's
one
no
of the
girls in there.
You're
There's no
asking one
girls
of the
in there.
deepest
I mean,
questions available. Like that's
Yeah, I know.
the most vulnerable thing to ask to someone.
I know. I'm
But-
actually a good guy.
no, but I think it's funny that the algorithm now decides what people like.
I actually
then
have a
it's
really
just-
old woman here in a bikini. A lot of padel. A guy or the girl kissing. DJs.
I got a lot of golf.
See Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz. Kygo in the studio. Yeah. Surfing. Man, that's cool.
Very nice.
But also girls. Yeah. It's weird, man.
It's that way.
Always.
Yeah.
We never watch them, and then they show up. It's
But
weird.
I think right now we're at the time where if you are struggling to get reach, it might be smart to spend a little bit of money to start. Yeah,
Just
promoting
go
your
at
releases.
1001 track list and look at all the banners over there.
Hmm.
The people who are in the banners over there, they pay a lot of money for it.
True. Yeah,
And just make great music, man.
that's always the
Well,
basic.
that's always a plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a struggle, and shit like that always helps. But then don't get lost in the numbers, and be also fair to yourself and honest. That if you pay like $1 million for ads, you will get a lot of followers, but they will not per se like you as an artist.
Question from Israel Carter. What song
I do
are
have
you-
to mention before we go on, Martin Stevenson. I fully agree with you, bro. You
Yeah.
don't ask your bros what's their For You page. That's internet etiquette, and I think
Oh, it is?
It
he's
is.
very right.
Yeah.